to turn around 3 times to avoid whatever show people put on. It's hard to explain, but that's what I'm told to do. Here at the new Josephine. What opens it? They have a special system there. I haven't seen anyone go in that garage since this building's open, so I'm kind of curious how it works. And normally cars would go west, so they would come from here and go in. So if you have to get to the garage, you kind of have to make technically a wrong way turn on a one-way street, but it's allowable until they finish out the rest of the street. Alright, Tapster. They repaint here. So they have a lot of work to do, I guess, at this intersection at 16th and Sansom. And they've had this blocked off for a while. So Sansom between 16th and 17th is blocked, and then actual 16th Street between Walnut and Sansom is blocked. If you're on 15th Street and you ride Sansom to 16th, then you have to make a north turn or a right-hand turn to go north on 16th. So it's just that one little section. In a way, technically it's around this like a greater massive block between Walnut and Sansom and 16th and 17th. And if people were to stage things, that would make things a lot easier. We noticed a Starbucks that renovated over on 15th Street, just above Market, or just south of Market. And they have a new design. So when you walk in, they have like a counter here and a counter there. And someone said, oh, it's like boxing in. It's a little bit unusual of a design for Starbucks. So someone has wondered why they have these streets blocked off for so long. Like, what's taking so long? And are they trying to box someone in? Or not? Or people in general. You know, most of us, like normally you would just think, well, this is just normal construction and this is what they have to do. But people who city plan and plan construction, and people at the higher end who make decisions about which streets will be closed when they're going to do what, those people could have a greater plan in mind for the good or the bad. So some people wonder, you know, about Starbucks and collapses of a building, and is somebody gaining while there's a disaster or a tragedy that's either man-made or not. Go this way. So I'm just walking south on 16th. Sometimes I don't feel like talking. Sometimes I'm sort of prompted, like, oh, mention that, you know. But I grew up on the quieter side, and I kind of liked it. Actually, oddly, I talk so much, but I technically champion quieter people, and people who never once thought they would. There's a difference between thinking you're all that in a bag of chips and then having like healthy confidence. I'm always surprised by people who seem to have more of an arrogant confidence, and I'm wondering what's going on or how they got it or what they think of themselves, if it's an act or what is it. So, but in general, I'm someone who prefers peace and quiet, and steady work. That's crazy. And there's times for fun, like if you're lucky, you have a big family and people get together and you kind of get along and you have a good time. My family was divided and separated when I was at a young age, so my mom, sister, and I were kind of abandoned, if you will. Some people would see that as a strong word unless you do the math over the years, but we were just sort of left to our own wares to figure out how, while everybody else was living high on the hog and doing this, that, and the other, 50 million things. And when you're a single mom, it's hard to afford things like eating, healthcare. Hopefully you have some benefits. I know my mom had benefits, but not for dental. I think even vision was borderline, like sometimes your healthcare benefits cover only certain things, like the basics. A little bit of a mirror crash here. Which way do we go? So it's, and if someone, if your mom, most people who are left in a lurch and kind of abandoned by everyone, even people in her own family, everything happened at once for her, a divorce, and everyone moved to Florida for some reason, like her sister and husband and 2 kids moved there. Her parents moved there, my grandparents, for quote-unquote retirement. And they just lived in a trailer, the grandparents. The other ones appeared to be better off, like lived on a canal with a boat and everything. It's hard to explain,